Now a presentation by Spring for Rye regarding planted trees.
Hi there, I'm Lucy Burkoff, 387 Forest Avenue in Rye, and I, about a year ago, in February, had lunch with some people in this room and started my brain moving. I started to join in with the Blind Brook watershed phone call once a month, and then all of a sudden on April 8th of last year, the new turf at the high school flooded for the first time substantially. And after gardening in Rye City School District at Midland for 8 years and really getting to know the ins and outs of how to make a garden work within the school district, and also realizing that Rye City School District is one of the largest landholders in the city of Rye, I decided to pursue a plan to plant many trees at every single Rye City School District campus. And I was aided in such a lovely way by Jen Crozier on that plan, and then also by the Director of Facilities, Rob Gamigliano, who has been a fabulous partner to us as well within the school district. And basically, we have come up with a plan to plant 200 trees at all of the Rye City School District campuses. All of them will be native trees. They'll all grow and develop with our children and will add so much to the environment of Rye. We have been supported by Rye Sustainability. We have the approval of the superintendent, and we have commenced fundraising. So I'm thrilled to have the Rye High School Civics Club and Jen Crozier here to present the remainder of the plan. And we thought we might have slides up.
We do.
But
I'm gonna check and see.
if not, we have the original hand drawn. Oh, you got it. Awesome.
So let's go.
Nicole loaded everything. Yep.
All right. You want to talk through that, please?
Yeah. So all of the trees have been selected for fall color and spring bloom. And there are a lot of really wonderful design features here that Holbrook and the team have helped me illustrate so beautifully on the computer. And we've got quite a number of oaks at every single campus. We're adding multiple oaks, which are the #1 key species for so many insects and caterpillars within our ecosystem. And then we also have tons of very, very strong drinking water, trees that'll drink a lot of water. And then we have trees for pollinators like the redbud and the dogwood. So I think you'll find something for everyone on this map. And as you go through each campus, there's blooms to delight the eye for lacrosse and baseball, and also fall color for football and rugby. So something for everyone.
Mm-hmm. Now, who's in charge of the maintenance? Is the city school district stepping in for that?
Part of our fundraising is to raise enough money to care for the trees with water, deer protection for 2 years. And we will be installing gator bags on all the trees. At some campuses, the principal is excited to have an opportunity for kids to play outside with a hose in the late spring. But we also see opportunities for Rye High School volunteer hours to do extra watering. But there will be a gator bag on every single tree, and that will be filled by Rye City School District.
Great.
But because they're native trees, they really require fairly minimal maintenance and fit into the general mowing and maintenance plan that the district already has in place. So I'm Jen Crozier, 14 Pine Lane. I want to tell you a little bit about the money behind the plan. We'll send all of these images to you so that you can go through them. And let me see if you can look at all the different maps, get to know the trees, and then we'll talk a little bit about the money. So this is about a $200,000 project. That includes removing invasive species that are on all of the different districts, preparing the land for planting, putting the trees in, which will be done by the professional landscapers, irrigating them, and then replacement costs for a certain number of trees that won't make it. So that's all within there. The first big chunk of the funding, we're looking to the parent organizations of the 5 schools to support. We're working our way through those. We're happy to report the middle school and the high school have committed. The 3 elementary schools are following their bylaw process and thinking about it and figuring out where they fit. The remaining funding then would come from individual contributions, and we're pleased to say that as of right now, I think we're at 57? 59 before this meeting, 59,000 on a target of 100. So we're really pleased about that. Thanks to those of you who have reached out and are interested in contributing. We hope that you all will help us to spread the word to your friends and neighbors and networks as you go along. What's really important to us is that this be an opportunity to bring the Rye community together around trees. Students, businesses, nonprofits, individual families, community members from all over the place. And so we've asked the Rye High School Civics Club to join us, and they have a few words for you.
Thank you.
I'm Sophia Tello, 1 Walker Avenue. Good evening. We are the Civics Club at Rye High School, and today we have our 3 presidents, Holbrook Langley, Felicia Ambrogi, and myself, Sophia Tello, along with our secretary, Polina Tapan, and treasurer, Grace Wang, to talk to you about our mission to plant 200 trees with Spring for Rye. Initially participating in a competition to find a community problem and help fix it, we teamed up with Jennifer Crozier, Lucy Burkoff, and Robert Gamigliano to bring back native species of trees across all Rye City School District campuses. Now I will pass you on to Holbrook Langley.
Hello, my name is Holbrook Langley. For years, flooding and related damages have impacted Rye residents tremendously. After the devastating Hurricane Ida in 2021, our school's opening was delayed a week due to flood damages. From homes to businesses, flooding has likely impacted us all in some way. The Blind Brook that starts in Upper Westchester collects water as it moves downstream during a storm. Being the last stop before the Long Island Sound, Rye receives the full force of the brook's accumulation. Trees can help displace some of that water, as fully grown ones drink thousands of gallons. Though these trees certainly won't stop flooding, they are a great first step to help mitigate its effects. Trees aren't just good for flood-prone areas. The different native species offer homes for wildlife and pollinators, shade for students, and oxygen for all of Rye. The trees will also add an aesthetic addition to every campus in the Rye City School District. With specific tree species strategically chosen and planted to match each school's colors, current students, alumni, faculty, and parents will all feel connected to their environment. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Felicia Ambrogi. The project is not something we can pull off on our own. We require the help of Rye as a community, starting with what we hope will be the home of the trees. Our vision is for us students to come together across all ages and campuses to alleviate a community-wide problem. We want to involve sports teams, clubs, individual donors, elementary schools, all of what make Rye the city it is. Along the brook, we hope to plant a line of red maples that will paint a beautiful backdrop of red, visible from the bleachers during Rye Garnet games. We are thinking of implementing a challenge within elementary schools, sports teams, and grade levels throughout the middle and high school. In one way or another, this is a project that will encompass all of Rye as a community. To our donors, we will dedicate a plaque in the shape of a leaf that will, in accumulation with all the other leaves, give life to the symbol of a tree, representing Rye's collaboration and unity.
Hi, my name is Grace Wong. Overall, Spring for Rye greatly benefits Rye's environment and community. In addition to mitigating flooding, the 200 trees introduce an abundance of native vegetation. The project's reliance on school involvement unifies Rye's younger generation, especially the students. Furthermore, the New York Department of Environmental Science states that trees subdue stress and generate blissful moods. As a result, Spring for Rye contributes substantially to the community's emotional well-being. It differs immensely from a one-and-done project with no lasting impact. Rather, it is purposeful and sincere. The 200 trees symbolize spirit, interconnectedness, strength, and growth, and similarly, we wish to mature alongside these planted trees. We're eager to see the long-term effects of this momentous endeavor. Present-day Rye may be entirely different in 10 or 20 years, whether the changes occur to the high school building or the beloved businesses downtown. However, Spring for Rye will remain in our hearts forever, the experience undoubtedly ingrained in our memories. Thank you so much for your time.
We're happy to answer any questions.
I have a tactical question, which is hitting the schools. How long is the fundraising effort?
as long as it takes, but in a month, we've raised almost $60,000, so I think that it's gonna go quickly. We haven't even really publicized it because we're trying not to compete too heartily with other Rye City School District fundraisers, but once we get past those and are able to launch it in a more public fundraising way, I think it'll go very, very quickly.
Because I'm wondering if you can actually just weave it into that. Like what I would have done is, going back to my not so distant Midland days, is made it, something that you could donate to at the social, maybe something at the fair. Like,
We're
can
gonna be at
we
the fair,
do that?
And we will have a presence at the middle school social, but every school has a different tack that they take.
Yeah, no, I know, I get that for sure. But the other thing is maybe connecting with the Little League parades on the 22nd of April. So maybe to even put like a little table or something at Disbro that day might be a good idea.
Yeah.
So I'll offline with you because I've got a lot of
We're going
ideas.
to be at the Rye Derby and at
Good.
the Midland Fair for sure, and the Little League Parade, I already did email Ben Bubeck about that as well.
You did? Okay, good.
Our hope is right now we're doing Adopt a Tree, which is at a $500 price point. And so that's where we've had maybe, 60, 65 families and individuals who have done that. The Osborne has committed $5,000 to the project. We're starting to reach out to other nonprofits and businesses as well. We'll be reaching out to Con Ed and, the various companies in the Chamber of Commerce. So I think that'll go a long way. And we want to work at that $500 and up price point first. And then when we feel like we've gotten through that layer, then it will make sense to say, okay, what about people who want to group together to do a tree?
Yeah.
And so at that point, we have the My School Bucks app that Paulina helped to set up. So we've got that ready to go so that can do more micro donations for teams or classrooms or clubs that are doing it together.
Yeah, I'd love that from a kid's perspective too. There was a Chamber of Commerce meeting this morning, but the next one's coming up in a few weeks. So I'm the liaison there. So you already presented to them, but I think, did you present the fundraising angle for the?
We haven't yet, so no.
Yeah, that's
bring
my.
the kids to Chamber of Commerce also.
Because sidewalk sale too is a good place to maybe get a table. Awesome. Yeah, I'm like, what? All right, it's awesome. I love it. Thank you.
Thank you. Wonderful project.